Let's turn this classic
Boom, 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 gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
into a tech house banger.
Let me get it now.
So we're gonna start off with a vocal. I got a song loaded up in FL.
Gotta get that boom, boom, boom.
First, I wanna cut out this part to use as a drum fill after 8 bars. And then we're gonna use this part. It's the main sample. So now we're gonna use this really dope FL Studio function to extract the vocal, giving us a workable vocal. Yeah, that's solid. Also got a little ambience behind it. So this will be the build up. And then I'm gonna drop it right here. So drum fill after 8 bars. And then we're gonna cut up the vocal. So I wanna cut out the boom and the pause sounds. Just copy it. And place it right here. Just as a little vocal chop. And then we're gonna mix it. So just drop in a delay. And a reverb. And of course finish it with a sidechain. So that's it for the vocal. Now we're gonna dive into drums. Now we're gonna dive into kick and the bass. So recently there's a hype in tech house to just use an offbeat bass, like for example in these songs. In this remix we're gonna do the same. First drop in a kick. Let's use this one. And just simply drop it in, fit to the tempo. So drop it into Serum. And pick a preset from Masquerade. Our new sample pack focused on tech house. So just drop it in at A minor at the offbeat. Duplicate it and make a small variation at the end. We are working in A major, so we're gonna go down to the E and up to the C sharp. Something like this. Then we're gonna do some basic mixing. Just compress it. And a big sidechain. So altogether the kick and the bass sounds like this. Now we're gonna dive into tech house drums. We're gonna use our sample pack Masquerade for it. You got a lot of heads, claps and percussion sounds to fill up your drum spectrum. We decided to go for drum loops instead of one shots. Because as you can see it really speeds up your workflow. Already giving it a bounce. Bit of a groove in the head as well. And then dropping this really groovy clap. Bit too loud, so drop the volume. And then we gotta finish it off with this right loop. Fit it to the tempo. Drop the volume. And to give it a bit more depth, we can even layer it with a percussion loop. So fit it to the tempo. And just make sure there's no low ends in that percussion loop. Just like this. And then just a really low volume. So it adds some groove to it, but it doesn't really influence the sound of the percussions. Then I routed all the drums together to a drum bus and compressed it. Just like this to glue it together. Then just duplicate it and make a small drum fill by automating the EQ. Just like this. So altogether the drums sound like this. We got a tech house foundation ready, so now we're gonna spice it up with some lead sounds. First I dropped in an init serum and picked a lead sound from Masquerade. Let's use this one. Add a root note. And drop in really small notes like this. Yeah, that's solid. So then I'm gonna mix it. Just dip the high end a little bit with a low cut. Then OTT it. Add some reverb. Delay. And a sidechain. Giving this effect. Really getting the drop started with the energy. Now we're gonna add in a second one. So I just duplicated the serum with the same OTT, reverb and delay chain. So now we're gonna search for another lead sound. That one could work. Yeah, that one's solid as well. So just drop it in at the root notes. Yeah, perfect. And then we're gonna do the same thing again. But this time we're gonna use a step sound. Yeah, this one's really cool. I think we're gonna use this one. It's a bit too short, so just increase the LFO. Like this. And then arrange the steps again like this. Duplicate the drop and simplify the percussion just a little bit more in the first part. So then to finish off the drop, I made a little build up with an up and reverse uplifter. Small transition. And this simple snare roll. So the effects text sounds like this. So that's how you make a really simple but effective tag house remix. I think it turned out actually quite dope, so let me know what you think about this one in the comments. Besides that, if you like the video, please drop a like, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, and I see y'all in the next videos.
Next, now I'm sold 3008. You sold 2